You've got a hard out at 1:30 today.
Would you leave my hard out alone?
I love a hard out. I love that term.
How about a hard in?
Prefer a hard out.
Do you?
But if you say to someone,
you do surprise me.
I've got a hard out, it means no ifs, no buts, no fucking coconuts. I am leaving at 1:30 today.
So that's what a hard out means.
Yeah.
It's a deadline.
It's basically, we're not pissing about.
Curfew.
Can't even go hard out. Yeah. Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding... Where's my mic? You think I'm Liam Gallagher? Why is my mic so far up? Yeah, all right. Answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas, like how do you know if you're giving off faithful or traitor energy? Been watching it?
Yes, but Ben has not caught up, so we're not allowed to talk about it.
Don't get me started. So I went to bed at the time of recording early last night, so I thought I'll watch it next day. As soon as I got in a taxi this morning to get up at 4:20 to go to work, opened up Insta, bosh, Reels,
I know.
Spoiler.
We found that when we were away, and it was on.
How do you handle getting caught by the bin police? Have you heard about this?
What?
Well, I'm going to tell you later on today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me.
And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usual agony ants, are we? William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert.
No, we're not. Jordan North, radio presenter. I'm more Pharaoh. You're more feral. And I like that. That's from Rabab in Egypt. Thank you very much for that. Shall we have a drink?
Yes, let's have a drink. Let's do it.
Right, 2 parts Dubonnet, 1 part gin. I'm just trying to pour the gin and Dubonnet without pouring it on Ben's button. Leave that there. Leave that there for now. Honestly, come in here late.
I wasn't late.
No, you weren't.
I actually wasn't.
No, you weren't.
I thought I would be today, but I had a hard... Oof! Someone's had a hard out there. I had a hard out at 11:30.
You had a hard out, and I've got a hard out as well.
No, you're heading up to Bristol after this, aren't you?
Birmingham. Yes.
Birmingham. All right. Okay.
Right. I would like to toast, because I've done all 4 shows, I'd like to toast the audiences that came to see Solitary Refinement, which went very, very well. I'll give you an edit, just in case. Sorry I had to cancel again. My voice went.
I'm so sorry. I've been under doctor orders.
You shut up.
I've had to cancel. I'm absolutely distraught.
Thank you very much, everyone. You're
Cheers.
very good health. Lovely.
Oh, is this still working? This button. Hello?
Hello, Ben. Come in, Ben.
Hello.
Oh, it does work. There you
Hi,
go.
guys.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm really well, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, enjoy it. Yeah, you complimented my jacket when you came in today, so thanks for that.
No,
Put me in a good mood.
best 20 quid we've ever spent. That was enlightening. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Right. Okay, where are we up to?
I want to talk to you, Jordan, about bathroom selfies. You haven't done... Well, I don't know if you've done one. I haven't seen one of you doing one. I've never done one... I've never done one in my life, but yet I can't move off Instagram. And it's particularly men of a, certain persuasion who are obsessed with doing and posting on the Instagram story a selfie of them in a bathroom. Often in a restaurant
or a hotel.
Or a hotel, not generally their own bathrooms.
I'm guilty of this.
Why? And they're like urinals in the background.
Lighting.
And it's just like...
William, lighting. I was known when we were last on tour. There's a couple of good lighting in the bathroom. I was doing shirtless pictures. What? Boxer pictures.
Gosh,
not for anyone to
that
see.
carousel next week's going to light up, isn't it?
Honestly, there's a picture and there's a light, because in some bathrooms, especially hotels, you can just have the light on the mirror. And you turn big light off, and your eye like that look like Zac Efron.
I wish you looked like Zac Efron.
I wish I did
well,
myself.
not Zac Efron.
So
not Zac Efron
it's
now.
all to do with lighting. Oh, bless him. Yeah. Just next time when you're away this weekend.
But it's the same. It's the same as people on when they're trying to sell their house, and you look at the photos that they have got taken of trying to sell the house. No one can make their bed, and the loo seat's up in the bathroom, and you're trying to sell your house. Put the loo seat down.
Yeah.
It's so basic, and make the bed. It looks unkempt. You want to sell. You're selling the dream. That's what you're trying to do.
The stress I have of selling my house at the moment, we're having people coming to see, to the point where, because I can get a bit aggy with the estate agents, because they say, can someone come today at 2:30? And I'm like, No.
It's my bliss hour.
And basically, yeah. And they're like, oh, this would be really good. You know, it's about getting people through the door. So you always end up going, right, fine. Can I have a bit more notice? Then I'm running around like a woman possessed, like cleaning house and getting everything. Because you know what I'm like. And they keep saying to me, you don't have to make it look like
No, yes, you do.
Showroom. I do. They're like, you really don't have to play Classic FM or light your candles. I'm like, I do. Not being dragged up.
You're selling the dream.
We've had an offer in. And it was a decent offer, but it's annoyed me because you know the term, and I don't want to say too much because I really hope this person buys it.
Are they tuned in?
You know the term, if it's pinned down, don't take it. Yeah.
Oh,
you know,
what? They want.
If it's nailed down, don't take it.
They say with a house, if you tipped a house upside down, not that you can, and you shook it,
yeah,
anything that falls is not included.
Right. Oh, this honestly wants me bookshelves, wants me kitchen table, me washer dryer. He wants me fridge freezer. I'm not joking. That's for outside garden furniture. I like tech next door as well.
Are they leaving the chandeliers?
I'll do your fucking big shop on a Friday as well. Just buy the house. Honestly, it wants everything. Yeah, it wants all fitted lights. Not a chandelier, it's fitted light. What other thing? Bookshelves annoy me. You know
the marble columns?
No. But yeah, it's a stress selling the house. It is.
Well, I hope it goes very well for you. Anyway, so bathroom selfies, I think they're weird. I think if you do a bathroom selfie and then you post it on, like doing a bathroom selfie in the first place, weird. Doing a bathroom selfie and then posting it on your Instagram, even weirder.
Who are you to judge?
The UK's leading etiquette coach.
Funnily enough, all right, I disagree.
Sorry,
with you.
that was a bit.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I've agreed with you on many things before, but I disagree with you.
Okay, well, Ben's got his hand up in the air.
Can you take one this weekend as Jordan's?
Yes.
It's like just to see what it looks like.
We'll both take a bathroom
be clothed.
selfie this
Okay,
weekend.
I'm just letting you know.
Well, yeah.
Do you want me clothed, topless, or in boxers?
I mean, on behalf
be
of
reader's
the
choice.
G&Divas listening.
I'll be clothed.
I think clothes.
Yeah.
I think we all want
All
clothes.
right. Am I going? I'm in. I'm in Burnley this weekend.
Yes.
I'm recording.
Do they have good light?
Yeah.
I actually have one of those lights in my bathroom. So I actually have that every day.
Get you.
I haven't
Right,
done,
you do one
I
as
haven't
well.
done a bathroom selfie ever.
Right, the whole team will do one. Izzy, you do one as well.
Yeah.
'Cause Izzy,
Adam, you do one as well. Move the tissues in.
you do one yeah.
Sorry.
Wipe that spunk off the mirror. Then. I always got too far, don't I? Sorry. Okay.
Right. Exciting. I'm very excited about this bit.
Okay.
Before I ask you how your week's been, I
Yes.
want to get this out of the way.
The cloche.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, this is the most sort of unsophisticated looking cloche
Yeah,
ever.
no. What is
And
that?
Jordan, can you just reach for the knife
Looks
and
like
fork?
one that's been made in DT.
And it looks a bit like a wok with a handle on it. You said just at the end of last year, you have never tried melon and parmesan.
Oh, God, really? Are we doing this now?
And so I've been to my favourite supermarket,
Ugh.
and I have... At 7:30 in the morning, I was cutting up melon for you.
And why don't you just buy melon?
Slices?
Yeah.
No, because they're never as nice. You want a whole
No,
fresh...
they're not. They look like...
Well,
they look like a one-handed bandit, dyslexic, left-handed, one-eyed, no offence to anyone listening, dyspraxic, I can say that, has cut that.
Well, I appreciate it's not maybe done. I'm not cordon bleu trained, but the taste sensation that it is. And you need to have a bit of ham with a bit of melon at the same time.
The thing is, William, I don't like that ham.
Well,
What's it called? Parma ham.
Prosciutto, parma ham, yeah. The thing is, Jordan,
It's too fatty.
I'm not that fussed. So if you'd like to...
If it was just normal ham.
No, well, you don't have it with Billy Bear meat.
I was just going to say, if it was normal ham, it's too fatty, that. I call it holiday ham, that. I don't like the fattiness on it. So you have it together?
Have it together. Sometimes they drizzle olive oil over it.
Ooh.
Yeah, nice. We will only have one mouthful of this because we're aware that eating on microphone is not pleasant.
So wrong.
And yet so right.
It's like when you first do rimming.
Go on, stick it in. Swallow.
Not for me.
Just have one more bite because I think you've got to get your taste buds used to it.
I like melon.
And I like ham. But I don't like melon and ham together.
Oh, right,
And you need to have the ham with it. Have another bite. Have a good chunk of ham.
It's not for me, William.
Jordan, it's delicious. Izzy, do you like this?
No, I don't like
Oh, northern. Adam? Oh.
Oh,
Ben? I mean, you're vegetarian, aren't you now? So you wouldn't eat this.
it's
But
weird, but
it's quite nice, isn't it? It's one of my favourite first courses. I had it on holiday.
it's not a first course.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's a big helping for a first course.
I can't decide.
How are
Let
you
me have
holding
one.
that knife? You have never held a knife like that. Could you hold that knife properly?
That's how I hold my
No,
knife.
it is not how you hold
That's
your knife.
how I hold my knife.
No, it's not.
It is.
I have never seen you hold a knife like that before.
Because you've not been paying attention. Let me try it one more time. Sorry if you've got that dysmonic
Jordan
morphia.
doesn't like it, but this is his third mouthful.
What's it called? Dysmonic morphia.
Misophonia?
What?
Misophania.
Yeah, the thing is about misophonia, the vegetarians, they'll let you know in the comments. Oh, misophonia can't stand people chewing. Shut up and turn it down.
Oh, Jordan! A bit dribbled out of his mouth. It's Monaco all over again.
It's growing on me, but it's still weird.
It's both sweet. It's the sweet and savouriness together.
Mm.
Well, thanks for trying it. I thought you'd like it more than that, but never mind.
Mm.
You can maybe finish it off later.
Okay, it is like Monaco. God.
Anyway, you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
What's going on?
I'm good. We're going away next week.
Yes, we are. Yes,
Next
looking forward to
weekend.
that.
We're doing our little annual sexted
Holiday cottages.
holiday cottages. We're all
Yes.
going cottaging. Yeah.
They love it.
Stu's-
People at the holiday cottages listen. They love it when we refer to it as holiday cottages.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
Are they?
I've been told.
At the holiday cottages.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're going cottaging.
Yes, we are. So we've got Stuart coming.
Yes.
Yes, and his other half. We've got Ben coming and Kat.
Yeah.
Yes, everybody's coming.
Mikey.
Everybody's coming. Yeah, we've got all the dogs coming as well.
Yeah, we've just gone through them. But
No. Let you in on a little secret. William doesn't like it when you bring the dogs.
no, I did.
There you go.
I have not said anything
Ben?
of the sort.
I wish if you where you're listening right now, you should see Ben and Stuart's faces.
Can you let go of my button because I am speechless?
Yeah.
Wish you were.
You were just slightly annoyed that one of them couldn't come into the pub we were in that time, and we had to sit outside.
But they can come into the pub.
Or was it Mikey?
No, well, probably my highly strung husband, probably.
Anyway, it'll be good. Have you heard about Bingate?
Bingate.
The bin police.
No.
Right. Where do I start? At first, I was fuming,
Mm.
and then on second
You
thoughts,
fuming.
I thought I was going to be cancelled. So
You cancelled.
Saturday last
Have a day
week-
off, mate, you stupid brat.
So you know?
I know.
How do you know?
Well, Monday to Friday, 6 until 10, you broadcast live to the nation on a radio station.
you
And
listen?
sometimes when the mic's up, people listen. That's how I know.
So basically, someone rung me doorbell camera,
Yes, tell the G&Divas that maybe don't listen to the one or two that don't listen to.
and I was
Capital
away,
Breakfast.
and I was like, "Hello," and he's like,
Yeah, hello, I'm from the local council. I'm a warden for
"Rubbish." I was like, "Yeah."
There's a recycling bin bag outside your bins.
I went, "Yeah."
Well, I'm going to have to give you a fixed penalty notice.
I was like, "What?" And I've been fined before, right?
Have
and
you?
it
For
wasn't
what?
like for parking and stuff. And I'm never rude. They're only people trying to do the job, even though I don't know how they sleep at night. But this guy was like, "Yeah," and he was really rude, proper rubbed me up the wrong way, and we were like back and forth. And he's like,
Yeah, it's
and I was trying to be nice to him, and I went, I'll just get the neighbours to pop it in, and I could see it on the camera, it was in the bin area. Someone had taken
So
it
at the
out.
front of your...
Oh, I'm appealing. Someone took it out. Anyway.
You've never been appealing to me.
Anyway,
it's actually an offence, and I will be giving you a fixed penalty notice.
I was like, oh, and then I just lost my rag, and I went, have a day off. Have a day off. It's a bin bag, you stupid prat. Oh, and he walked off.
Tongue like an adder.
And then I realised he had a camera, and I had a camera, so I'm just worried.
Oh,
that-
good. So there's it from his perspective as well.
Do you want to see the video?
Yes, I do want to see the
Okay,
video.
I don't know how much we can put in because obviously we can't.
Probably none of this.
We can't identify the man for legal reasons.
What's your legal rights and responsibilities?
Now, hang on. That bit didn't get played out on Capital.
Yeah.
It's a bin bag. Have a day off. It's a bin bag outside a weekly. I'd understand, you stupid prat. I'd understand.
an offence. It's a bin bag next to me wheelie bin. Oh, I'm appealing this. I don't care if it bankrupts me. I am not paying this fine. I'm appealing it.
What is the fine? How much?
No, the letter's not come through yet.
I mean, I didn't, to be
It's
fair,
not the point of the fine. It's him being a prat.
I didn't know that you could get a fixed penalty notice for. I didn't realise that was a thing.
Neither did I.
Clearly, in your local council, they've got money to burn.
No, I mean, rubbish out in the street,
Yeah,
leaving it out,
completely
and there's a
get
lot of
it.
foxes here and that there, London and stuff.
Well,
but it was next to the bin area, and it was recycling. And he's gone in to get my address because I had my address on it. That's how he knows.
If you start leaving rubbish out on the street, though, it becomes New York, and then we all know what happens when you do that. Yeah.
Rats.
So, I mean, I'm all for putting rubbish in bins, but presumably because this was just after Christmas, so you had a lot of rubbish.
No, it was last week.
Oh.
It was last week. Just
Right.
Anyway.
Oh, Ben's got his hand up.
Well, I just wanted to point out, obviously, last year, William, you got into a bit of trouble with the law. So I wondered if you had any advice for Jordan in this moment.
I was carrying a USB clicker in my hand luggage in Switzerland.
What's your advice if I go to prison?
Grin
Grin and bear it.
and bear it. It might change your life. After you have a long stretch inside, you don't look back. Yes. Oh my gosh, this podcast is basically done by a couple of convicts. We've become like a branch of Timsons in here, haven't we? Wow.
Hey, they do good work.
They do.
Simpson.
Well, so do we. But, wow.
They do good work. I've read his book. It's really good.
Oh, is it?
His dad. I don't think he's yeah. It is his dad, isn't it? Who started it. Anyway. Oh, no, it was his granddad.
You started it.
No, I'm on about Timsons.
Oh, I see. Right.
Anyway. Very good service at Timsons. I could highly recommend it.
Always.
Yeah, if you want your key cutting or your shoes doing. I've never had my shoes done.
Every time Mike and I need our souls doing, we take them to Timsons.
Just repeat that again.
Every time Mike and I need our soles on our shoes doing, we take them to Timsons.
Right,
Don't
you
know
do.
what you meant.
Right, moving on. Shall we do William's Etymology of the week?
Yes, after these messages, I'm going to tell you, this was requested by VIG&DIVA, I'm going to tell you why, correctly, we should say lavatory or loo and not toilet.
It's William, the etiquette geek. His knowledge is quite unique. He'll give you manners, a subtle tweak. It's time for William's etymology of the week. Cha 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 cha.
Oh, lovely. Now, this was asked by Natalie, VIG&DIVA, who actually sent us some lovely presents as well over the last couple of weeks. And she's also asked, while catching up with the episodes, I've noticed that if someone's letter mentions going to the toilet, William will always correct it to lavatory. I wondered briefly if this is because toilet is the actual object, not the room, but upon Googling it, it turned out not to be the answer, and now I'm even more confused. Apparently, lavatory and toilet can be used interchangeably, but different websites say different things.
Have you studied dog shit?
No. But Diego is in.
Have you shit? Oh, well, it might be
Has he
me.
broken wind?
Is it me? I think it's me.
You're very flexible, aren't you?
I think that is that.
Can you get your
is
legs?
that me? Oh no. Or it's either poo or peanut butter. What is that?
Idea for a social game, is he?
I can smell. Look for luck. Anyway, go on. Right.
May I continue?
Yeah.
Natalie's desperate to know.
Sorry, Natalie.
Okay, so we've always, bodily functions, part of life, been going since the dawn of man. Originally, it was the chamber pot or the potty was the oldest vessel for relief, other than maybe a bush. And they were used mainly in a bedroom to save having to go to the outside privy at night. Chamber pots, however, were originally only just for the evacuation of water, shall we say. They weren't for anything else that you might find on the bottom of a shoe. Surprisingly, or perhaps shockingly, however, many Georgian sideboards in a dining room would have a small cupboard in one end to hold a chamber pot. So if you needed to go during a meal, you could just go in the dining room, which is pretty
They
disgusting.
did that in the army. There's some I think if they're commanding off. Anyway, go on.
Yeah,
sorry.
well, because also from an etiquette point of view, you don't leave the table
Yeah.
during a meal as well. Chamber pots were simply just emptied out the window, vial. This is before sort of proper plumbing. And people would say in French, regarde l'eau, which means look, water, which is why we say loo instead of lavatory, because it's a sort of anglicised version of l'eau, which is water in French. In Britain, let's discuss this another time. Most public facilities were for men, however, so women just sort of had to cope until the late 19th century, where places like tea rooms and department stores, Selfridges, etc., providing facilities for ladies, and it led to a success of those department stores and tea rooms. And early manufacturers of lavatories called them water closets, or simply WCs. So, why is lavatory posh and toilet common? In effect, originally to toilet oneself means to wash. Didn't mean to evacuate anything.
Oh, is that why it says eau de toilette?
Eau de toilette, toiletries bag, etc. Your makeup, the powder for your wig, when Jordans wore powdered wigs. So your toilet was your appearance.
Jordans?
George.
You said Jordans, then.
No, you're not far off wearing a wig. But in Georgians, where... I'm in a pot kettle. But Georgians would wear powdered wigs. And so you would adjust your toilet, which was to go and do your makeup. And so basically the actual object is a lavatory or a water closet. Your toilet is your makeup. And so toilet is considered common because it's euphemistic. Lavatory is the correct
What
item.
about loo?
That's fine because it's low. Anything with an L, loo or lavatory is fine.
Can't say the restroom.
Well, you're not really having a rest.
Why do the Americans call it restroom?
Because they're American.
It's weird how you go to America and you pick it up. I started asking for restrooms and they check.
Yeah.
And the sidewalk.
Yes.
And the trash.
Elevator.
Yes, it's because you just say lift and they.
And it's not really a bathroom unless there's a bath in it. Is what I'd say.
So you can't say. I always say the gents. Do you know where the gents are?
Oh. How prescriptive.
Or the gentlemen's.
The gentlemen's.
Do you know where the lavs are? Lav?
No. Well,
You
I mean,
said
it's better
anything
than
with an
toilet.
L.
I
You
did.
said anything
but-
with an L.
Well, maybe not everything with an L.
Yeah.
You could say what Princess...
Bog.
Do you know who Princess Alexandra is, by the way? I mentioned her to Mikey last night and he didn't know who I meant.
Just want it.
One of the members of the royal family, but she's the late Queen's cousin, born on Christmas Day. Anyway, Princess Alexandra, when she needs to, go,
Spend
will
a penny.
say to one of her ladies, and yeah, no, don't say
Well,
that.
that's because it used to cost a penny to have a pee in.
But again,
Toilets.
euphemistic, so we don't like it. But
Why?
because anything euphemistic is not great.
You love euthanasia.
Euthanasia.
What's euthanasia? I'm thinking of innuendo. What's euthanasia?
Yeah, euphemism. Well,
Sorry,
yeah,
carry
it's
on.
similar. Princess
Alexandra.
Alexandra will say, "May I have an opportunity to tidy?" to her lady in waiting in public, meaning she needs the loo. So there we go. Fun royal fact.
How do you know that?
Well,
That's terrible.
I was told.
I remember once my mum's mate Debbie came running through,
Similar to Princess Alexandra.
completely different. She's art of gold. She had a bag full of washing. She used to drop her washing off at my mum's.
Can you let go of my button?
All right. She pushed me out of the way. I went, move out of the way. I'm kissing cloth. And that's how I knew. That's how I knew she needed the toilet.
Well, maybe I'll suggest that to the royal household for Princess Alexandra.
She ran upstairs. Anyway,
Right, not a moment too soon. It's time for your questions and dilemmas.
remember, if you need our help with something, then do get in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexedmyboss.com. You can DM us. We're at sexedmyboss on socials, or you can write to William Hanson, who in the fullness of time promises a handwritten reply on one of your own luxury
No,
greeting
don't.
cards.
No, I'm still doing them.
I never said a word, with executive self-seal envelopes. The address is on the website, sextedmyboss.com.
This first one comes in from Jess. Dear Sexted Team, I've lived in a small town in Wales for years, and before I went to university, I had many male and female friends there. Unfortunately, I've lost contact with them over the years. However, now that I've graduated and moved back home, I've come across some of these old friends on Tinder. In my opinion, swiping right on friends is just harmless fun and doesn't mean anything. I've had a few matches with old friends in the past and it's usually just a joke or they don't message. But recently I matched with an old friend who messaged me back saying, "Hello, gorgeous," which wasn't something I'd expect from him.
Where did that come from?
Well, I can't do Welsh, so I was just
Not doing an audio book now. Bloody hell.
So what is the rule when you see an old friend you've lost contact with on a dating app?
Well, if you fancy them and they're an old friend and you think maybe you could go there, then swipe right. Why not? Why
you
not?
only live one. Mikey and I were very good friends, and now look at us,
Really?
married.
You
So
never mention it. Yeah, that's true. That is actually true. A lot of people started out as friends,
Yeah.
didn't they?
it's
Yeah.
often the best foundation. And also, if they're an old friend, it's not like it's a current friend. I think if you see a current friend on a dating app, I would avoid.
Yeah. But an old friend.
But an old friend, absolutely
get
no
stuck
hesitation.
in. You might have to could be married with kids in years to come.
And if nothing else, you just have a nice catch up.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
Tinder.
On Tinder, you just chat on Tinder. It's as similar as text.
Mm.
You never know, you might get a friend out of it.
Mhm.
So I think go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
If, of course, you didn't like them,
Mhm.
block them. Well, if you don't want them messaging you
No, I agree.
and you don't want to be awkward, block them
I agree.
so they can't see you. Oh, here we go. More gold dust. Off you go.
I'm just in response to the sort of "hello, gorgeous" fact. Like, obviously, that's
Hello,
just-
gorgeous.
It's a strange message to receive.
It could have been
from
a
a
hello.
friend.
The hello, gorgeous could have been a jokey hello, gorgeous, or it could have been a all right, gorgeous, gorgeous. So
Yeah, true. Okay. I think there was a bit of flirting.
you're gorgeous. That was.
I'll do
Bradley's.
anything for you. That was what I used to have on my dating profile, actually.
Was it?
Stu got it.
Next question.
Okay, one from Anonymous now. Dear William Jordan and EPB, I'm a 24-year-old mum of 2 and I've recently left my husband of 3 years. I'm looking to move to London to live the life I want, finally. However, my ex-husband doesn't want to move closer to London, which makes things harder for co-parenting. My dilemma is, do I stay close to my home to fit my newly single life around my ex-husband, or do I move to London and focus on my happiness?
Oh God, that's a tough one.
Now, we don't know how old your children are. I'm going to
Oh,
guess because you're 24.
pretty young, maybe.
They're probably not in their teens.
Oh, that's so tough because it's like what's best for kids. Oh, that's a.
Yes, I wouldn't worry what your ex-husband thinks, but I would potentially, and also we don't also know custody arrangements, etc. here, but probably I would focus on what's best for the children.
Yeah. So you kind of got to put yourself.
We also don't know
first.
where she's moving from. I mean, if she's moving from Tring or somewhere quite close to London, it's probably less of a bind. But if she's moving from Abergavenny or Glasgow, then it's obviously a bit more difficult.
Yeah, I agree. I think you kind of got to think what's best for the kids. And I know you said for your happiness as well. And if you being in London will make you more happy, which would then plus make you a better mother, I suppose, then that's better for the kids, isn't it? Plus, if you being in London means you're happy and the kids are happy, then it's you're onto a winner.
But I would also say, on a serious note, stop worrying about what your ex-husband thinks.
Yeah, it's down to what's best for you and your children. Little side note, I'm sure you know this, but moving to London for the first time, very tough. It's a very expensive city. It can be pretty lonely if you don't know anyone as well. We moved down the same time, thank God.
We did.
I wouldn't have known
yes.
anyone if it weren't for you.
Really? No, you must have.
I didn't really, apart from a few people at work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it can be so,
it can be
but
really tough.
But maybe
Yeah.
Anonymous wants to move down because she's got loads of friends here, and
Yeah,
there's a
fair.
reason. There must be a reason other than London, having lovely theatre. There must be a reason to come to London.
Is that why you moved down?
Because I heard they were reopening Mary Poppins. So
Is that genuinely one of the reasons why you moved down? Why did you move down? Because you loved it, Manchester.
I did, but I was ready. But I spent my life on that train going up and down because all
did.
my work was in London.
You did, didn't you?
So, there's only so many times you can hear, please don't flush your extra sweater down the loo. So
enough.
I decided to move to London.
I'll move back home one day. I don't know what I'll do with this podcast. I'll have to put me up on a screen or something. Well, I'll move back home one day.
You just commute down once a week.
Yeah, all right. Sure.
Here's one from Charlotte. Hello, William.
I could do that because Stuart does it, and then you make a day of it, don't you?
You come down, you get 2 together rail cards.
Good.
Here's one from Charlotte. Hello, William, Jordan and Co. My partner's birthday is coming up and we usually stick to a set budget for gifts. This year, he really needs new trainers. But I've already bought his presents when I realised. To stay within budget, I checked Vinted and found a brand new pair still in the box for a fraction of the price. He won't know they're from Vinted, but I still feel like I'm cheating a little. What's the etiquette of gifting something technically second-hand? I don't think that's a problem at all.
You are a very sweet person if that's the biggest worry in your life.
Well,
No, I don't
Charlotte
mean that.
isn't saying it is the biggest worry in her
I'm
life.
just saying that's such a sweet reason to text in.
I would say it's lovely you've thought that.
That is so lovely. Buy the trainers and just explain to him that you got a really good offer. You don't have to say how much the price was, but just say, don't worry, it's within budget. I got them on a really good offer. I thought Vinted had to be like antiques and stuff. Yeah, Vinted. No? Is it not?
Do you not mean vintage?
Yeah, is it not like vintage? It's not been worn and
No,
stuff?
Vinted is a website.
Oh, what's Vinted?
It's like eBay for clothes-ish.
Oh,
Second-hand clothes.
Oh, okay.
Or things you've bought that maybe you buy 2 of and you go, I'm size 9, not size 8. I'll send the size 8s off to Vinted.
But yeah, just buy them. You'll be fine. Did I tell you about those bloody trainers I gave to Rick when I was pissed? So
Had you got them from a clothes website?
I actually got them from Liam Gallagher. right? So,
Sorry,
basically-
hang on. Before we go down the Rick route, sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, just do that story first.
Right, so I waited when I was at the old place, at Radio 1, one Sunday after I'd finished. Someone said, Liam Gallagher's coming in today. He's doing an interview for, I think, BBC Sounds. And I was like, I'd love to meet him, And my producer at the time went, just stick around. Anyway, I waited for an hour.
Yeah.
And then he was about an hour and a half late. I don't think he was late, actually. I just waited around. Actually, waited around. He wasn't late, but it was like a couple of hours after my show. And then he finally turned up, and I heard him get out the lift. I could hear his voice, and he was speaking to his people. And yeah, bro, be fine. Yeah, sound, yeah, no worries. And I heard,
like he's in the room.
I heard him shut up and bottled it and ran out.
So how
I
did you
know-
get his trainers?
So, have I never told you this before?
I have heard that bit, but I don't know
I
the
bottled
trainers.
it because I've always, but I just didn't. I thought this is stupid. What am I going to do? Say, hi, I'm Jordan. I work here, and I bottled it. Right. Anyway, his what they call plugger in the industry. So it's the person that works between.
We've all got one.
It's the person. Pluggers are really good people, really good guys. So
Tell me about
they
it.
work for the record label
Yeah.
and for the radio. So you speak to them, and they're kind of like their in their management. And his plugger heard about it and bottled it, so he got Liam Gallagher semi-assigned
Oh.
vinyl and some trainers. They were his very own special edition trainers.
Gosh.
There's not many
Were
copies.
describe them? White?
They were Adidas, white ones. Yeah, it's the style of Adidas. They weren't Stan Smiths, but anyway.
I know the look, yeah.
Yeah, I had them. Do you know the one? A lot of like football fans wear them. They know the ones, right? And anyway,
I've got 4 pairs myself.
Rick Walker, my best mate from
Yeah.
back home, came to stay at my house. And we got back one night pissed. And I went, oh, mate, have you seen these? I was like, Liam Gallagher gave them me. And I got drunk and said, you can have them. And he went, oh, can I? I went, yeah, of course you can. You're my best mate. And then next day he actually took them. I was fuming. And anyway, I reckon on Vinted he could get some money from. That's the point.
Yes, you could have made money from those. The
So I'll
moral
get
of the
them up.
story is don't give away Liam Gallagher's trainers when you're pissed.
I wonder if he's still got them.
He better bloody have.
They might not be that rare. They probably could buy them anyway.
Why don't we look ourselves on auction websites online to see if we can find a pair?
Yeah.
Or if there's one from an R. Walker 91.
That's my story, yeah. Anyway.
Okay, well, that's great. But no, in answer to Charlotte's question, I wouldn't worry about it.
That's like Mary Poppins giving her a brolly on gloves for you.
Yeah. Well, she does have gloves, actually, but yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
next one.
I'll confess here, actually. I often will buy all my family's Christmas presents during the Black Friday sales. Because you save money. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
it.
but isn't it a bit of a... Is it
Well,
worth it?
some of the deals aren't as good as... But it depends what they're asking for. But also, it's like end of November, which is a perfect time to order Christmas presents anyway, even though my family seems to start in September. Don't get me started. And thus, you save some money.
Hey, for Christmas, never had this before.
Yes.
From any employer, and I've had a fair few jobs. Global Radio, they give everyone a little voucher.
Do they?
Hey, some decent money on it as well.
Wow.
Think on, Stu. Yeah, and I'm going to get... do you know what I'm going to get?
No.
And I've always wanted one. One of those little Le Creuset casserole dishes with it.
Oh, what colour?
What I wanted to ask you, because what's the original? There's orange.
Volcanic orange.
Volcanic orange. I've always wanted one. I thought
I
I'm
think
going
they
to do
look the
that.
smartest.
How nice is that? They give
That's
you a little
lovely.
voucher. They give everyone one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I did Wimbledon for them last year. Where's mine?
I'll speak to him.
Yeah, thanks.
How nice is that?
That's really nice
Yeah.
of them. That's good employer.
Wasn't it that? Oh, for God's sake. Go on.
Just think that the Creuset would look really nice in the Sexted Red. Little collab.
Oh.
Well, they do like you can buy Harry Potter Le Creuset. What a niche market.
Your
that is.
grandma will be turning in a grave, won't she? at
Granny,
that? So
yeah.
your granny will be turning in the grave.
What, Harry Potter Le Creuset?
Yeah, because she left Le Creuset to you, didn't she?
She did, yes.
Yeah.
I have her full original OG Volcanic Orange set.
Is it still all decent and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still cast iron. It's not going anywhere.
Is it weird that your granny used to cook in that and now you do?
It's not weird. I think it's very nice, actually.
Does it smell of old people?
No, it doesn't smell of... My grandmother didn't smell of old people anyway.
No, I'm just saying, does it smell of your granny?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going around sniffing my skillet. So,
No, but it's like, now if I smell mothballs, it reminds me of my grandma.
well, that's your grandma. You can let go of Ben's
Okay.
button.
It's like, if I smell TCP, it reminds me of this bloke I used to serve in up M&S when I used to work there. Anyway,
Right.
We're going off on tangents.
We
here.
are, but people like that.
They
This is
do.
from Emma.
They do.
This is from Emma. Dear William, Jordan, EPB, and the rest of the team. I've just got a new job as a waitress.
Congrats.
On a couple of occasions, when I've brought dirty plates back into the kitchen, some of the kitchen staff have taken the plates with food left and started eating it. I understand not wanting to waste food, but to me, this is a step too far and makes me feel a bit ill. Is it acceptable etiquette, or are they being disgusting? I think it happens in kitchens all the time.
I used to, when I was pot washing, sometimes I'd come out and need like Gaviscon. I'd eat that much. If it's like, like half a burger and you can tell they've cut it with a knife, I'm not betting into it. I'd have the other half if they'd left it.
Yeah, I think it depends what it is. Yeah.
And people leave all sorts. I've had sandwiches. Sometimes you pick up. I used to love getting the roast potatoes on the Sunday dinner.
Of course you did.
And having them.
Yeah.
And now what have you? We bloody these jabs and Ozempic. Nobody's bloody eating. So I bet the staff are going mad with them, aren't they? And eating all sorts. So tuck in. Get stuck in, I say. People are starving in certain parts of the world.
Yeah, absolutely. It's better. It's waste not, want not. Have I ever told you? I was genuinely going to. I was going to start it. No, I'm not. I'm not doing this as a bit. This was actually me being genuine. But I then discovered it is actually already a thing, although not quite exactly as I was going to do it. Afternoon tea. There's so much wastage because you just can't. You get so much food. It's all very carby. You eventually hit your limit. Blah blah blah. Everything's replenishable.
I hate food
Yes,
waste.
so I was going to
hate it.
do, and all these hotels and tea salons in London and up and down the country just bin it. And if the staff, even the staff can't eat everything.
Yeah.
So I was going to do, my concept was, don't laugh, afternoon tea for the homeless, where,
That's nice.
yeah, it goes, but there is actually already a
That's sweet.
service. It's not just limited to afternoon tea. It's everything that restaurants throw out.
I don't know what it is. I hate food waste. I'm really good at rustling up. So if I've got a meal, I had bubble and squeak.
Well, you just call it a picky tea, don't you?
Yeah, I can't throw food away. I'm like Nigella. She can't either. She can't.
Oh,
Have you seen her
Jordan, you are
fridge?
so like Nigella.
Have you seen her fridge?
You are so like
She's
Nigella.
got little bags and flapping about. I'll show you. Look, yeah, I'll send this. We'll put it on on the socials. Look at my bubble and squeak from. Look at that. How good does that look?
Mm.
Look at that.
I mean,
What's
I
that
can't really
say?
see it
Yeah.
because you've just put a fried egg on top of it. I can see a fried egg.
What do you think of that as well?
Oh,
We'll put that up. I did a reenactment for this morning for RNLI. It's either going to be really good, this VT, or very partridge. You have to pull a dummy out at River.
I just spat G&D all over.
So, sorry, I was just, for everybody listening, I was just going through my pictures and the pictures of me. And I went yesterday and recorded a VT for this morning for the RNLI. And I'm a bit worried because I got a bit emotional going back to the spot because it looked seeing it in daylight and the RNLI, I'm on the boat and the camera's there and they were like, this is quite dangerous. And if you'd gone in, I was like, oh God. Oh God. So yeah, you'll see
Did you get PTSD? Post-traumatic saved dog.
Very good.
Thank you.
Very, very good. Anyway, come on. We're whittling.
Okay,
We're going off on
finally.
tangents. Sorry, G&Divas, but we'll put that picture up as well. All right. We're gonna have loads. I hate food waste.
Honestly, we got you topless as well in a bathrobe to put up.
You did promise.
I'm not doing a topless one.
Finally, one
I'll
from
just show me ass.
Finally, one from Hannah. Hi, William and Jordan. My dilemma started when I was about 14 or 15 and started exploring my own sexuality. I bought my first vibrator from a drugstore. They're American. And since I lived with my mum and older brother at the time, I needed a way to cover up any noise. My solution? Playing classical music. I specifically chose Canon in D because I didn't want to associate any of my favourite songs with what I was doing. That way, I wouldn't be reminded of it whenever I heard those songs elsewhere. Fast forward about 10 years, I was at my grandmother's funeral when Canon in D started playing. Turns out it was her request for the service. I felt like I had been struck by lightning. I was overwhelmed with shame because my brain immediately connected it to my teenage years. Since then, I haven't been able to listen to the song without cringing. So my embarrassment is, how do I ever listen to the song again without dying of embarrassment? Well,
It's quite triggering, that track, then, I suppose. Not only was it Grandma's funeral, it's what you used to... What's the polite way? Bash one out to?
rub one out under the table.
Oh, God, don't. I told you not to reply to that.
Yeah, I would say, Hannah, you've just got to listen to that piece of music as you go about your daily life, you've got to listen to it repeatedly so you begin to build different memories. Because that is quite a famous... You're going to go to friends' weddings and you're going to hear it when your friend walks down the aisle. You're going to go to other funerals, it will be played.
Yeah.
You're going to be watching TV shows or films and it will be played.
That's where I've heard it. I've heard it at a wedding before.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's Bark? Bark. Is it Bark?
Yes.
Bart.
Johann Bark, I think.
Bark. Play me a Bark. And we'll leave out with Bark. Just play a bit of Bark. Apparently, if you've got screaming kids as well, it's meant to be good classical music.
Johann Sebastian Bach. The very best of Bach. Let's have a look at this. Oh, he does Toccata and Fugue.
He's got greatest hits out.
Jesu,
Just
Joy
play
of
one.
Man's
Just
Desire.
play one.
He's got a greatest... I mean, he's dead, but...
Is that Bark?
Yes. Toccata and Fugue. Dracula.
Wow. What play it? I think I might be getting into classical music. You know, I was in country last year.
You're just coming up with an insurance policy.
Play that and I'll do it. And on the next episode, get it next to the mic. And on the next episode of Help I Sexted My Boss, we'll find out how judgy our G&Divas really are. Goodbye. Oh, that was class.